Hey, it's Ben here, or otherwise known as Captain Bubblebeard, and I wanted to make a video today about advice to give people who are starting off on their Jiu-Jitsu journey. This is advice that I wish I was told on my start of my Jiu-Jitsu journey. So my Jiu-Jitsu journey started in 2014, so I've been doing about thereabouts of 9 years. And this was advice I wish I was given back then when I started. So hopefully this advice can help anyone starting in their Jiu-Jitsu journey into 2023. So the first tip is focus on learning. Focus on learning, not winning, e.g. submissions, points, whatever. So the first few months might be rough. So that's just with any sports. It takes time to learn. With submissions, it may take you up to 2, 3, even months to get your first submissions. It can take that long. What you should focus on is learning positions, e.g., guard, mount, side control, etc., etc. Learn the fundamentals. So that's what you should spend the first few weeks to months on, is just learning the fundamentals. Learn other key things like sweeps, like guard entries, like positional changes and things like that. And also focus on fundamental movements, e.g., bridging, shrimping, grip fighting, underhooks. Just get used to going for these movements because they will pay off in the long run. It takes time to learn these things, and then once they're learned, easy enough to just kind of keep going with it. So it's just that mentality of no, don't win, or you're not expected to win because you're very new into the sport. Just learn. Go into each session taking 1 to 2 points out of it. If you focus on winning as well, it's a sport that can kind of knock away at you because someone who's been training the same time can beat you, etc., etc. So it's that mentality and that mindset that you just got to keep pushing, and don't focus on winning predominantly at the beginning. Just focus on those positions, the fundamentals, and the rest will come. Be patient with BJJ. That's another rule, fundamental. Doesn't matter what you want to say, just be patient. It's a hard sport. It takes time to learn. Just get in that mindset to each session you go, you want to learn one thing or 2 things. You want to take something away out of it, and that's what I want you to take away from it, is just learn non-stop. Another tip is find a partner you can grow with. So that sounds a bit weird, don't mind me. So what it means is find someone who's roughly joined the same time as you. So you can have someone you can call upon. So if you want to go to an open mat, or arrive to training 10 minutes early or 5 minutes early, because mats are generally open that early, and you want to troubleshoot. So that's leads me to the next point, is if you're able to troubleshoot with that person, and because there's no egos or anything like that, you're just looking to improve, and you're roughly the same capabilities and abilities, and you just continue to progress with each other, and you can roll, you can practice drills, you can practice submissions, you can see what happens when you move your foot one way or leg the other, hand position here or hand position there, but it can change things. So that's another one, is grab a partner who you gel with as well, and you get good rapport and good friendships with, and keep them and keep pushing forward and use them as a training partner. And if you do this twice a week, it suddenly balloons out. So if you've been doing 6 months, that's an extra, 26, 52 sessions a year. And that's only 6 months, so it's an extra 100 hours possibly. So it's that's how long it can add up, and next thing you know, you're getting your belts and whatnot. Another tip is use the online data that you see. Data as in online content. So what I'm doing, but what it is you've got so much content out there. So you've got BJJ fanatics, and you've got plethora of people you can choose. Any submission or anything you're getting stuck in, sweeps, entries, you'll find it on there. So you've got likes of Gordon Ryan, was it Lachlan Giles, Craig Jones, you got Marcelo Garcia, you've got all these big names, John Danaher. How did I forget that one? But I've got a few of these ones, and they're amazing, and they're a good, starting point as well, and they're yours forever. So it's to keep as well. You've also got YouTube if money is a factor, and I understand money can be a factor, but YouTube is phenomenal. There is so much good content out there. Use it. Practice it, and then that partner, that second tip I was saying, use your partner to practice, to go through it. There's so many good YouTubers out there. Lachlan Giles has one as well that's free as well to look at. You've got BJJ Fanatics that drops a few short snippets every now and again. You've got Jedi Loves Jiu-Jitsu, if I don't Jedi does jiu-jitsu, sorry, and then you've also got jiu-jitsu as well, and these guys are really big and their content is really, really good. Sorry, I'm really shit with names, but these guys have got good content, and I've used it myself, and I use it as well to improve my rolling. You know, they're much better than me. I'm not that great, but it's just I'm just an ordinary bloke just having a go and just pushing forward with my jiu-jitsu as well. Another tip is in class, ask questions when you're able to. So after a technique's done and you've tried it, grab your coach and grab your instructor, grab the person who's running the session and ask them questions. If you're getting stuck, do not be afraid to put your hands up. That's what they're for. They're there to improve your jiu-jitsu. They're there to be asked questions. If they can't answer your questions, then search yourself and maybe find another trainer. That's irrelevant. But just keep asking questions, because number one thing is, like, don't forget, keep learning. And that old added saying, the moment you stop asking questions is the moment you stop learning. So keep asking questions, keep making your jiu-jitsu better. Another tip is train consistently. So the sport is hard. It takes a long time to learn. That's why black belts take, between 6 to 8 years to get. But that's irrelevant about belts. But what that means is they're training consistently. So if you're expecting to get, like, for your jiu-jitsu to level up consistently and, every week, you've got to hit the mats at least 3 to 4 times a week, 3 plus. And that's when you'll start to develop as well. You'll just start to develop your own game. You'll get really, really good as well with your sweeps, positions, your fundamentals. Everything will improve quite quickly if you hit 3 plus sessions a week. If you're going for 1 or 2 sessions, and I understand time, family, kids, all of these things can become a factor. If that's the case, don't expect your jiu-jitsu to level as quickly as others. Be realistic that jiu-jitsu is hard, so you'll kind of go on a natural slant versus someone who's going like that. So just be aware that 1 to 2 sessions won't create massive changes, but it'll keep you at a basic level and consistently improving, rather than someone who's training 4 to 5 times a week. Those are a few of my top tips I wish I knew. There's plenty more, but I didn't want this video to be too long. I just wanted it to be around 5 minutes, so it's just easy to digest and easier for you guys to get into jiu-jitsu in 2023. Comment down below if I've forgotten any, or if there's any tips that you'd like to share. We want to create a community that it's jiu-jitsu based and everyone can talk freely and not be mocked or anything like that. So we just open it up and give us your comments down below on any other tips that can help anyone out. So if I can help 2, 3, 4, even as little as 1 person with these tips, that's all I'm looking to gain. So stay beautiful, look after yourselves. Catch you guys all in the next video.